Hey, what's up, everybody? True Boxing here. Thank you for coming back to Get Hit with the Truth. So today, continuing my 2021 year-end top 10s, we only got 3 more divisions to cover. This video is discussing the dropouts in the 175-pound light heavyweight division. These are the fighters that dropped out from last year's top 10. I want to discuss them and what they did and what they got going on in the 175-pound light heavyweight division. But this is another division that is pretty much dictated by undisputed super middleweight champion Canelo Alvarez, because whatever Canelo does, the rest of the division is going to make their decisions around, because Canelo, now that he's won the undisputed title, he's already been a champion at light heavyweight. You know, there's a solid chance that he could move he can move back up to light heavyweight and go for the belts there. A lot of people believe, myself included, that Canelo's going to stay at super middle or go to cruiserweight, and his year is going to be between cruiserweight and super middle. But light heavyweight's a very possible option, especially if guys go out and unify belts there, which that's the plan. This year, the champions want to at least fight each other. I don't know if undisputed is possible this year, but anything is possible. But I think Canelo would love to be the guy to go after undisputed in another weight class. He'd be the first guy to be the undisputed champion in 2 weight classes, especially in the full 4-belt era. That'd be really, really difficult to accomplish. So it's dictated by Canelo. But let's jump into the guys that dropped out and see what they got going on heading into the new year. So, first one to drop out is 30-year-old contender Lyndon Arthur. Arthur was coming into 2021, coming off of his biggest win, an upset split decision over Anthony Yarde in their first bout. But a rematch was looming, but it was going to be for all the marbles, as Arthur got a win earlier in the year, and then his rematch with Anthony Yarde was set for December, almost a year exactly to the day that he beat Anthony Yarde. This time, no, Anthony Yarde was fully focused and not overlooking Lyndon Arthur, and he came out guns blazing, and he dominated Lyndon Arthur, stopping him in only 4 rounds, as he left no doubt who the better man was and became the mandatory. This really sets Lyndon Arthur back. He previously was tied for 10th. He's dropping out, and I'm not sure what he has. He's obviously got to start over from scratch, but I think it's going to be a long road back to the top for Lyndon Arthur, as he tries to get back into the mix. That's what this year is going to be, is a rebound year. Probably won't see him back till the middle of the year, maybe later. Might only fight once. Hopefully he gets a couple fights in before the end of the year, but it's going to be a bounce back year. But hopefully by the end of the year he can be at least in some kind of an eliminator, build himself into some kind of higher profile fight. Next fighter to drop out is 32-year-old former world title challenger Jesse Hart of the United States. Jesse Hart came in previously tied for 10th as well. He fought a couple times and got a couple wins. I think he got one of them was a knockout win, but he didn't really fight anybody of significance. And now he's ranked at 168 pounds in one of the governing bodies. So I think there's a possibility that Jesse Hart's going to be moving back down to 168 going forward. But we'll see. With Jesse Hart, all it takes is for him to jump back into the mix, to be honest, and fight somebody decent, and he can be right back where he was in the top 10 of 175 pounds. So we'll see. Next fighter that we're going to look at is 38-year-old former 2-division world champion Badou Jack. Jack entered the year at number 8, but Jack, was trying to land a rematch with Pascal for the WBA title, and that fight never materialized because Pascal was tested positive for banned substances and ended up getting stripped. So Jack looked at the landscape and is now trying to pursue a championship in a 3rd weight class at cruiserweight. So we're going to see what he can pull off if he can do that. He fought above light heavyweight in his first fight, a few pounds over, and then in his second fight, he made a full jump to cruiserweight and he got a knockout there. So he went 2-0 with 2 knockouts. He's still the IBF's #5 contender at light heavyweight, but I really believe he's pursuing his year at cruiserweight, and he needs to strike while the iron's hot while he's 38 years old and try to get himself into the mix for a world title, and I think he will. So we'll see how what he can pull off in 2022. Next fighter to drop out is 39-year-old former 2-time champion Jean Pascal. Pascal was previously #6. He was coming off of a year where he didn't fight at all, mostly because of COVID. He had the rematch lined up with Badu Jack, and the COVID stopped that from happening. And they were still trying to get the fight going, and then he tested positive for banned substances, and he got stripped of the WBA title and of the regular title. And now, nobody knows what Pascal's going to do. Again, he's 39 years old, and we're waiting to hear confirmation about what he's going to do. So he didn't fight in 2021 or 2020 or 2021. So it's been over 2 years now since he fought Badu Jack in that great fight in December of 2019. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully we hear something about Pascal soon, and what he wants to do moving forward. And the last fighter to drop out is 38-year-old former 3-time light heavyweight champion Sergey Kovalev. Kovalev entered 2021 coming off of a 2020 where he didn't fight, mostly because of COVID and trying to figure out which weight class he wanted to go in. He was supposed to fight Bektemir Melikuziev early in the year, but he tested positive for banned substances, and that fight got scrapped. And then I didn't hear anything about Kovalev the rest of the year. So he's not ranked in any governing body. He previously was #4. And, it's sad because I still believe Kovalev at his age could be effective at light heavyweight. Or if he even wanted to test the waters at cruiserweight, he's got the power to test himself out, and that division's a little more wide open. But, a little disappointing because I'm a big Kovalev fan. I always have been. I think Kovalev, even a good Kovalev, is better than most of the guys, at light heavyweight. And I would just love to see him competitive in this division still. But we got to see. Hopefully we hear something soon on when he plans on coming back and how. But we'll keep you posted. But that's it. That's the dropouts from 2021. The guys that dropped out of the top 10s. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I dropped out of the top 10 from light heavyweight, 175 pounds. So as my 2021 year-end top 10s continue, hope you enjoyed it. True Boxing, you've been hit with the truth.